And we're up and running, guys. We're back. Rogue Actions is back. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are all well. Thank you so much for joining us. Follow button, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. Our boy Ram's here. Hello, Ram. How are you, buddy? What's going on, man?
I'm ready for 3v3 to end.
You love it. We're gonna talk so much about threes today, man. I'm super excited about this. You love your threes. We can't wait to get after it. We really can't. But save that for a minute. But we need to do a massive thank you to everyone out there. Big week for you last week, Ram. We threw it out there 2 weeks ago. We needed to get this boy to 1,000 YouTube subs. We hit it in 2 weeks. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and obviously Ram as well, man. Pretty excited about that, man. Huge achievement for you. Totally deserved it.
Dude, I am beyond stoked. It wasn't something I even thought it was ever gonna happen. I was just like, yeah, I'll upload videos whenever. And then I had the honor of being on Rogue Actions, and this community is just amazing. Beyond amazing.
It is. Who would have thought that some dumb bald Australian would help you along the way at some point, mate? Who would have thought? Dead set. But mate, I'm super happy for you. Really proud of you, mate. You've been toiling for years. I know what it's like to toil doing this. It's really hard work. It's not easy. You've got to put in all the hard work to get up and running, and along the way, you absolutely deserve the spoils of all that, the fruits of your labor, as they say, mate. So pretty happy for you. So It's all good.
Appreciate y'all.
Nah, all good. All right, now let's get into it, guys. Of course, 3 topics on this video, 3 on Rams as well. That's how we roll around here. That's how we do it. The description will, I promise, be in the link below. And funny enough, this one might even have sound on it because we tried to record it twice in the past and the sound didn't work. So we're up and running this time because I can check it.
Speaking of which, do we actually have audio on this?
Yes, we do. I've already checked it. Trust me, I've already checked it, mate. So we're up and running. So this one's actually going to work. Let's get to the meme, of course, in memory of Minnie. Hide and seek champion, 1983 to 2015. Our boy. Oh boy, Luke, that is magnificent. Came across that one. I thought that was absolutely magnificent. But that's not the only thing, of course, that happened this week, Ram. Only last night, we had something amazing happen last night. 3v3s, throw up all sorts of crazy stuff when you're in the middle of Grand Arena. We had our stream live 10 p.m. Eastern every single Friday night. And last night was no exception. We got stuck on a solo Hondo. And we know what Hondo does, Ram. Hondo is an absolute monster. He can just delete teams like crazy. And we're at the point that we needed to get rid of this solo Hondo to basically open up ships and clear the board, which was pretty crazy. We got down to the Hail Mary mode. There's no other way to put it. We ran out of teams. We had nothing left. I thought, okay, there's one team we can try. They walk in numbers. We'll give it a shot and see how we go. And this happened.
We need to try to get rid of this team.
Oh my God!
Yeah!
Holy
Yeah! Tuskens!
Fucking
Oh,
Yeah!
that's amazing!
Dirty work.
He's muted. Heinz's muted.
Oh,
Heinz's muted.
Oh! Well, there you go. That was absolutely wild last night. Absolutely incredible. I might have been a little bit excited, and I'm sorry about all the bombs. I have censored them out at the time of uploading this video. But I was pretty excited, Ram. It was pretty fun. That's the part of the game that I love, GAC, the passion, the emotion when you achieve something that, honestly, none of us ever think we can do in this game, brother. It's a pretty cool feeling when that happens, isn't it? It's really cool.
Absolutely. I give a lot of hate to 3v3, and rightfully so. It deserves a lot of the hate. Let's be honest. But when it's awesome when stuff like that can happen, right? When you can just get completely stuck behind a single team, and you taking something that just doesn't make any sense in the world. Who would have thought Tuskens, of all things, would have cleared a Omicron Datacron Hondo?
I know.
But they did.
It was
beautiful.
Absolutely insane. Could not believe it. I thought we were absolutely cooked here. I was getting a little bit dejected. I was getting a little bit grumpy. But that certainly made my night. Regardless of the result. Did you
end up winning the match?
Nah, of course not. Got done by 30.
Of course not.
But we cleared the board, though, and honestly, that team taking that out and clearing the board, that was a 100% win in my book. Absolutely. But that was just a lot of fun. So, guys, don't miss it. 10 p.m. Eastern. You never know what the hell is going to happen on a Friday night. So come and hang out with us.
You can always expect giveaways, shoeies, and hype trains.
That's going to happen. Heinzie with the number 3 in the middle on Twitch. Go and check it out. It's a lot of fun. Links below as well if you're not sure. Way too many. Let's not talk about that this morning, Ram. I've seen too many clips of you lately, mister. All right, let's get to 3v3. Let's talk about it. I know that Ram loves 3v3s. Impact of Reaver on 3v3. I faced my first Reaver last night in the last round. Man, I took it out with JMK. I didn't chance it. I've heard that Treya with the Omicron can also take out certain lineups, I believe, which is pretty cool. I feel, though, Reaver's going to be pretty nasty, though, in the next set of fives, though. I think that's where she's really going to be a lot more difficult, Ram, going forward. But your opinion, mate, have you heard or seen Reaver really doing some crazy work so far, or is it really the problem that we think it is in that game mode, or not really?
So I watched a little bit of Fatal. Obviously, I watched Arnold's video that when Riva came out that he was testing in Squad Arena and whatnot. I haven't seen his GAC, but I watched Fatal a little bit. Playbook, shout out to Playbook. He went up against Riva and he struggled. I want to say it was something like the thing I saw was something like 10 battles or something. It was pretty stupid, but he ended up getting through it. And then obviously I saw the one from last night, which last night didn't seem all that crazy for a Riva with Omicrons and Datacrons and all that stuff. Didn't seem all that crazy.
I think we went up against it was a Reaver, Grand Inquisitor, and I think Eighth Brother. I think that was the lineup we went up against. The ability block certainly hurt a little bit from GI with his AoE. That can really catch you out, and that was probably why we went down the lines of using JMK, which of course we know that the survivability is there to get Cat around to a no revive yeet. That got us home in the end, but you can see how it can catch some people out.
Though.
Yeah.
So we used JMK Cat with the no revive Datacron, which worked wonders. However, I'm wondering if to stop that counter, or at least make it a little bit more difficult. I don't think you're just going to stop JMK.
No.
But at least make it more difficult is maybe put in Ninth Sister or Seventh Sister, one of those two over Eighth Brother. I don't feel like Eighth Brother really contributed too much to that team. The real threat was obviously GI and of course Riva.
Yeah.
But once you took out Riva,
I mean the tank still. I mean, it's not going to stop JMK, of course, because you just wait for the ultimate to go off and then you can, target whoever you want and still yeet. So losing the Scoundrel no revive cron at some point soon is certainly not going to make things easier down the track, because then you're stuck on who you don't want to be stuck on to have to yeet. You need to get rid of Reaver. It's just obvious. So it's certainly going to be a little bit tricky, but I think it's still... lose their
Datacron as well, though.
Yeah, it's still achievable, I think, in time. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. But I think there'll be a Reaver cron. I feel there's going to be a Reaver cron down the track as well. I think so.
Next set?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Make no mistake. Subject to change, guys. But common sense tells you that they like making sure that they pump up their new toys. So I'd be very surprised if there isn't some sort of Reaver cron at some point soon, but maybe wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Don't want them at all, but it's probably going to happen. But yeah, but I think that's probably the most surprising one. I don't think there's really any other teams that we really came up against. I mean, Jabba's still doing some work. I mean, Afra's losing the Afracron soon is going to make Jabba pretty gross again. I think that's not going to help. What do we do with Afra down the track? I mean, she's still going to be pretty solid, but when the cron goes, is it going to be as good, or is that certainly going to lose its luster, or we can use it on less options? Like, what do you think?
So I think with Afra, losing her cron is going to take away the viability of it beating Jabba without the Omicrons. Now, I do think that when you still put Omicrons in 5v5 on Afra or in 3v3 on the two murder droids, I think you should still be relatively fine. It might be a little bit more struggle. Might have to play a little bit differently, like you saw last night.
Yeah,
Heinze kept losing against Afra versus Jabba, and I showed him the way of how to actually beat it, and it worked. It worked flawlessly. But that strategy may or may not change depending on once the Datacron goes away.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah,
but I do think Afra just has all the capability there with all the dots, with the protection disruption, all that stuff that she has. I don't see Jabba being as much of a threat for her.
Yeah.
It's just going to you're not going to be able to take in, like my main account does not have, or the big account does not have Omicron on Afra.
Yeah.
And I've been able to get away with killing Jabba with the Datacron. But once that Datacron goes away, I'm going to have to slap that Omicron on.
Yeah, you're just going to need it. Otherwise, you just, you're on a hiding to nothing at some point down the track. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. I think so. I mean, I like the way that Afra takes out Jabba. I think it's pretty cool. I'd like to see it hang around or some sort of iteration of it where it's, probably less hard counter, or even soft counter, something along those lines, where if you play it right and depending on what the other team has loaded on the cron or the modding or whatever else, it's still achievable. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But look, guys, you let us know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Is there a particular cron you don't want to see go? I mean, no one likes crons anyway, but face the fact, they're not going anywhere.
There's another team though. Hold on, there's another team I've been seeing a lot of, and it's been slapping on defense.
Okay.
The CLS Chupio and 3PO with
the Chupio cron.
With the Chupio Datacron, and it's nasty.
It is.
The probably one of the easiest counters is the Padme Galactic Republic support, and then Gideon.
Yep.
And then a 20% Terminator cron, but I don't think that's going to work as easily once the 20% crons go away. And
there's still
you gotta go after Chupio.
Yeah,
we tried going after CLS. I did it in my own gag. I think Heise, you did it in yours.
Yeah, we got caught on that. Yeah, we got caught on that one last night.
You take out CLS easily, but then you're stuck behind Chupio, and he's so
thick.
Stupid.
He's so thick.
You got to get through him.
Yeah, it was really surprising actually. We just once you lose Gideon, you get in that loop that you can't get the armor shreds out, you can't get the damage output out, and then you get the courage stacks up, but it's just not enough to kill him. He just revives. The survivability is insane. You just get caught in this loop.
I almost think you want to bring in Shock T for the extra cleanse and the heal, but also the dispel. You're able to dispel all that translation.
Not a bad idea.
And that offense and stuff from Chupio. So I think that might actually be a call that we need to look at later on for that specific counter.
I don't like Ram talking too much sense here, guys. This is really concerning for me right now. He actually sounds like he knows what he's talking about. This is not cool. Not sure about this one.
I've said it before. I can help other people win their gags, but when it comes to my own,
Yep. No, too busy raging. Ram raging. Ram's video soon, guys, as well. Wait for it. Get into the Ram rage. It's becoming a bit of a cult favorite, guys. So get in there and check out the Ram rage in Ram's video very soon. The link will be below, I promise. Let's get to it, and let's talk about the newest episode of Mando as well. And I want your opinion on one part of it. I've seen some really funny TikTok clips and stuff going around that basically says, watching the Mandalorian episode, of course. Spoilers, guys. Spoilers, of course. If you haven't seen it yet, spoilers coming. You've been warned 3 times now. Mandalorian spoilers coming again. Mandalorian spoilers, be careful. It's up to you now. If you hear what's going on, that's your fault, straight up. All right, let's talk about it. But I've seen some pretty cool TikTok clips where they go, watch this episode of The Mandalorian, give it about 10, 15 minutes, and then just go the 37-minute mark or something and miss the whole middle section. A lot of people not liking the whole, the whole New Republic side of things, which obviously was the big push in that episode. Right. Your opinion on going to that sort of timeline? I want to know what you think, Ram, overall, with that sort of timeline, with rolling with the sort of the New Republic sort of stuff, and Dr. Pershing in particular. I'm wondering whether he comes to Swigo one day. That could be fun. He could add some sort of interesting support mechanism to an Empire team somewhere along the way. But dude, your thoughts overall? What do you think about that sort of New Republic bit, Coruscant? Yeah,
I honestly did not mind the New Republic and like the story of Pershing and all that stuff. It worked really well. It was slow, but you have to understand, a lot of people, they get stuck in this rotation of they want all the action. They want all the action. They want all the fun stuff. They want the cool stuff. They want the blasters and the bullets and the explosions and all that. But you have to set up the story. And if all you have is just nonstop action, then yeah, it's great. It looks exactly like John Wick, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But you're not going to have any substance to it. You're not going to have an understanding. That's why season 1 and season 2 worked so well, is they took time to build up the characters, build up the story, and then had these massive payoffs in the end. And that's kind of where I feel like this is leading up to, is they're exploring and letting you know, like, hey, this is the background. This is what we're doing with these characters now. We learned more about that communications officer that we saw so much of in season 2. We learned so much more about her now, and that, obviously, spoilers, she working for the Empire. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
It was cool to see a mind flare. Pershing was always an interesting character, giving his cloning background. I was always interested to learn a little bit more about him. But I also I do lore videos with Ranger, so I like this kind of stuff. It's not everybody's taste, and I get it. But overall, I still love the episode. I think the last episode was probably a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
But this was still this was still really, really good, really well done.
Still
by
solid.
by
Still
the
solid.
producers for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, still solid.
The space fight was just
Oh man, what a way to open an episode! Oh, that just got me so pumped up. That took me right back to Force Awakens when that came out. The Falcon dusted off and took off and did all those moves and shit with Rey flying it. That just took me right back to that same sort of feel. It just I love some of the fleet battles in this show. They're absolutely fantastic. They really
it
are.
was awesome, and like I don't know if you guys, but I mean, let me know down in the comments below what you think. But I got super Batman 1989 vibes when the N1 just went straight up into the air and then kind of just rolled over and dove right back down.
Just went
that
full
was
vertical.
Awesome to see, and then you just it was. Oh God,
so good.
And I honestly think like Dan, you're a little bit of a scaredy cat. You could have taken out those starfighters.
Yeah.
You could have taken out that whole squadron of
Easy.
interceptors with ease.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know where they came from. That's what
That's
I want
the
to
question. No, absolutely. They're always hunting them down. And old Bo-Katan joining the clan. It's full on now. She's in the Mandalorian clan. I'm pretty pumped actually because the other day in the mail, right? I got this in the mail the other day. I got my Bo-Katan helmet. It arrived in the mail. I'm actually going to get it signed, which is really cool by Katie Sackhoff when I come in there in the US in June at Denver Comic Con. I'm pretty pumped about that. So
it's going to be awesome.
It is absolutely brilliant, mate. It really is. So I'm really, really excited about that. But, mate, she's doing some great work, I tell you. I really, really like what she's bringing to the table in Mando this season. I really, really like it. More than I thought I would. Honestly, I thought, oh, yeah, she's going to be a bit part here and there. But I'm actually loving the substance of what she's bringing to the show. I really, really enjoy that. It's great.
She's a phenomenal actress, a phenomenal character. And the fact that they were able to get the same character that played her in the Clone Wars and in Rebels, it's just, it all, the stars aligned. It was perfect. It was just couldn't ask for much better.
Yeah, 100%.
And she's such a nerd fan, nerd hero. Like, I mean,
yeah, it's full
all the cult classics that she plays in. It's just she's awesome.
So good. Guys, let us know in the comments below what you think about the newest Mando episode or anything else along the way that you're really enjoying the most. We'd really, really love to hear from you. Ram, let's get to your video, mate. Guys, of course, part 2 is in the link below for Ram's video. Hit the follow button. Let's keep this guy up and pumping. And please help us out as well with the channel. It'd be absolutely fantastic. If you can help give us some love too, we'd really, really appreciate it. So, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Get over to Ram. We'll check out the other half, and I'll see you again next week. Have a good Monday.